Hey guys! Well, we're working on winterizing. So let's see. Yeah, at the back of the garden where we did a bunch of weeding and laid out cardboard in front of the flowers. And then we also have a garden bed over on this side of the garden that we stripped it all out and got it cleaned up and ready. So the plan is there. I'm going to start some lettuce seeds. We'll cover it in plastic, and well, before we put plastic on, we'll put some fresh compost on it and maybe a little straw just for extra insulation, and cover it in plastic and try to see if we can get some lettuce to keep growing through the winter. It'll be our biggest experiment for the year. We also harvested a whole bunch of green tomatoes from that plant over there. It's huge. Also today I took down our stakes for the beans and harvested the last of the beans. Our celery is still looking pretty good, so I might try overwintering that. Parsley is looking good. I've overwintered parsley before, so that'll probably stay. Looks like I'll need to take down our poblano peppers that we never got to enjoy because we had goats and sheep apparently get into the garden and they really enjoy poblano peppers. We need to trim down a bunch of the herbs. Today we did harvest some lemon cucumbers and beans, and I pulled up a whole bunch of potatoes, so that's really cool. We cleaned out this bed. We've still got the rhubarb under the soil there. It's already died down for the winter. I think it died down a little bit early this year, so we'll see what that means for winter. And I took the chives out of this bed because I have a whole bunch in my herb area, so I don't really need it in this bed anymore. And we took out the lemon cucumber plant. But yeah, I think the lemon cucumbers on this trellis worked really well, so we'll probably repeat that system for next year. Over here, the goats and sheep ate my strawberries, so I only have like 2 little tiny plants left in the whole bed. We'll see if they make it. But these are our garlic that we replanted this summer. It's looking great. Super happy with that. We cleaned up this bed, got the acorn squash pulled up because it wasn't producing anymore, and tossed that. Still have a tomato plant that's still so far looking pretty decent, so we'll just leave it as long as it wants to go. And cleaned up the horseradish. That's all a mess. We haven't done anything over there yet. This was the potato bed. So I dug that all up, harvested potatoes, and then I just finished doing rows of seed potato in our in-ground section. Because going through the potato bed, we've used this bed for the potatoes for the last several years, probably like 5-6 years. So decided it was time they grow in a different spot, and I'll do beans on this bed. That way we get more nitrogen into the soil again, and of course we'll top it with fresh compost and straw and stuff like that. But yeah, so I got the potatoes buried here. I'm going to ask my hubby to use the Bobcat to dump a load of compost on it so I can spread that, and then I'll cover that with straw because I've heard that's really good for potatoes. It just makes the covering a little bit lighter so they're able to get bigger as they grow. Yeah, and then we still have empty space in the in-ground section. I haven't decided yet where I'm doing my corn next year, but I got plenty of time to figure that out. I also have plenty more beds over here. We've also been working on weeding the walkways again, just getting everything cleaned up. We got a bit behind the last couple of months just because we've been trying to get started into school again and all that stuff. But yeah, so probably be working out here tomorrow, and I'll do some more pictures and videos, show what we get done tomorrow, and we'll see how much we can get done this week. And you're very welcome to just follow along as you watch this video. Hope it's enjoyable. And now it's Wednesday, doing more work in the garden. So today I've been working, started over in that corner there, and I've just been working this way on the herb patch. Need to fix that pot. Oh yeah, it's because I sat in it. But yeah, just been weeding all around the herbs and along the fence line. All the way up to the other side of that pot where those yellow flowers are over there. Got that all weeded. And then I've got a couple of the kids working on one of the pathways on the other side of those beds there. So we already did school this morning, and then we just came out, pulled up more stuff out of the garden beds and getting things ready. Fifi, you telling them to work? No, stay in your cart. We're almost done. little workout to start the day. So that's the new potato patch. I used to have them in this bed here, and now they're in ground. Earlier in this video, you will have seen that I planted rows of our sweet potatoes in this whole half. And then my husband, wonderful guy that he is, took some of our goat manure from the pasture, those hills over there, and dumped it with the digger. He just dumped it over the fence on this spot. So I just spread that out. And then I covered it with straw, because I've been reading, my mom and I have been reading that straw is actually really good as a top layer for your potatoes. It helps keep the layers a little lighter. It makes it easier getting the weeds out, because they have to grow up longer before they actually reach the sun. So they tend to be a little easier to pull out that way. Yeah, so basically half the in-ground section is now done. Still got to put fresh compost on the other half of it, and probably cover the rest of it with wood chips so we can plant something else there. Yeah, so making progress. Well, we did it. We did more weeding in this back corner of the garden. Well, it's actually the front corner. And we did down through the walkway. This is the main entrance to the garden. Looks like we do have a couple little sections right along the fence that got missed, but we can get those tomorrow just to clean it up. But yeah, it's a pretty good job. I had all 4 of my girls come out to help, and they even dug up a few weeds in this area. Still got some further back there that we need to do, but doing pretty good. And so I still need to weed this strip here and this strip over here, and then we weed this little area. And that'll be that whole side of the garden done as far as weeding. And then we just got to add more compost and topsoil on here. Top up a couple of the beds. And then we'll be focusing on the other side of the garden. Ta-da! Got this whole edge done and that whole edge done. Yay! So it's official. We've got this whole side of the garden weeded. Now we just have a couple more spots we need to top up compost, and I gotta decide if we want to do wood chips again or if we want to just cover the walkways with plastic, the black plastic, but we'll see. Still be debating on that. Yeah, so that was a lot of work, but we got it done. We are accomplished. It was so worth it. It looks gorgeous. And now we get to enjoy a beautiful weekend before we start on the other side of the garden, which is not nearly as bad. It won't take nearly as much work to get it ready. Just probably turn around. So yeah, got 2 in-ground sections and the 4 beds. And then on the other side, we have 2, 4, 6, 7 beds and the walkways around everything. But thankfully, we got a lot of weeding done this summer, so over there really is not nearly as bad weed-wise as what's been done over here. And we already kind of got a head start because we did do the walkway down there. So yeah, making lots of progress, doing a good job, and the kids have been super helpful, and it's been great. So we're almost done, and then we get to plan what comes next. It's awesome. Anyways, it's been a productive week. I'm exhausted. The kids keep saying it's cold out here, but I'm sweating because I've been working. But yeah, it's a beautiful weekend full of beautiful rain starting this evening. So that'll help feed the soil and help things break down and just get everything ready for the new season. And it's helping the pasture to grow for all the animals. So blessings, blessings, blessings. We are grateful. We are thankful. We are blessed. Shabbat Shalom.